Good evening. My name's Kay, and I'm going to do some readings for you. Pick a crystal. So we've got the very beautiful, I don't know if you can see it, it's quite dark here today. It's Moldavite. Absolutely stunning, very, very powerful crystal. And then you've got your Siberian glass as number 2. Very light. And then you've got your Labradorite heart here, which, to be fair, if it was in the light, you'd probably be able to see the shine on it a lot better. Moldavite number 1, Siberian glass number 2, Labradorite number 3. I'm not doing anything specific, whether it love, whether it career, financial, housing, could be absolutely anything. I don't know what's going to come up for you. So once you know what pile you're going to choose, we'll go from there. First up, hi. Have you chosen group 1, Moldavite? Let's see if I can put it where I can put it there. And this is going to be your reading. I will show you the cards and I'll explain what they mean, obviously. And move those up a little bit so I can fit it all in. It's not really sat in the best place, to be fair. We don't do reversals on these ones, so this just gives us a sort of general idea of what's going on, what the reading is about, and then we can take it from there. Number 1 being your personal card, your central card will be kind of linked to everything that's going on. But again, I'll explain it in a moment. I've protected all the cards in the space. Don't miss them. You better connect to the spirit. Find more cards, please, spirit. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. I'm really tired and really drained, so I do apologise that I'm not myself. Ruth's just entered the room too. She's going to give her support, but I've got to be careful with the candle. Yes, she is. Hey, Floofer. Let's move that somewhere. There we go. Have a little blueberry she is. These are just flying out today. Central card. Two more, please. The Moldavite, everyone that's connecting to it. If you've got a specific question you have in mind for a person, or you'll know you'll know your energy. Hey, Flu. Then please just concentrate on that, and hopefully it will answer. I'll pull some different cards anyway throughout the duration of the read, and I'll pull a yes or no for one specific question right at the very end. I'll also do some charms and some letters. No 2 readings are the same for me. That's far too many. Take that one, but not these ones. Okay, one more please. let's have a look. First card, letters. This is about news. Weighted news. 7 cards, Sun. So that's looking very good, very bright. News that you've been waiting for as well. Stork. It's coming in quick. Again. Rat, mouse, can be deceptive. Anchor, that's your central card. So your decision has to be very stable. This is quite a spiritual card actually, the key to success. The road could be changed direction. Let's have a look. Clouds. And the last and final card is the clover, which is very, very lucky indeed. Right, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go for... No, I think, do you know what? I don't know why, but I got a feeling that I'm going to go for my romance cards. So you're going to be very, very lucky if you're firm in your decision. If you waver in your decision making, then I think you'll find that there'll be quite a bit of turmoil. All in all, very fast, very stable. Right, can we have a little bit more news on the letters, please? Thank you. Not likely to stay on the table today, are they? What have we got? Past life relationship. So this could be someone from your past. You might know them, you may not know them. But it does state here that you have known each other before. Whether your soul would recognise that. Sorry, I should show you this really, shouldn't I? Whether your soul should recognise that or not, I don't know. I think I'm going to go down this way actually. I'm going to just pull 3 on these ones for now. So the stork could actually represent business. It could be infancy, business in its infancy, news awaiting. It could be a job. It could be news of pregnancy. It could be so many different things here. It really does depend. But in regards to the past life relationship, it kind of looks like new beginnings. So whether you've been with someone that you've known before, or you feel like you just know each other, you've got that click, you know. Whatever you've been waiting for is coming in quick. So I'm going to go with that first, I think, actually. So the top row going across, so the letters, the sun. Sun's always good news, isn't it? And the stork. And I do think it's relationship. It could even be a relationship in work. Please excuse me a moment. Let's have a look. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond, I don't know what's wrong with me today, your bond deepens. I don't know if you can see that. And one more please, just to give us a little bit more insight to whether this is a work relationship or whether this is a romantic endeavour that's not relating to work. Again, it's going to be individual to everybody. Take what resonates, leave the rest. It's not going to fit everybody, but you'd be drawn to a certain crystal, so I'm hoping that it does resonate. Please let me know. Let's have a look. You deserve love. You are lovable. So I don't know, there's a lot of self-doubt, and maybe there's been delays here. I mean, you've been definitely pushing forward. It looks like that you've been putting a lot of the effort in, and maybe you've been a bit depleted, and maybe you're maybe feeling rejected, or maybe you just feel like you're up against it all the time, and your luck's never going to come in, or as much as you give and you keep giving and giving and giving and giving, it just seems that you're not really getting much back. Believe in yourself. You know, you've got to make yourself happy. That's the main objective, really. And once you've done that, you'll find that everything will gravitate towards you anyway. You know, what you give out, you shall receive. Sometimes what the universe takes away from us, spirit, however you like to look at it, they do it to protect you. Even when things are a bit crappy at times. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on here. Sometimes that's just the way it is. But it's for a high purpose. You know, it doesn't feel like it at the time. Sometimes you've got to let someone go so somebody else can come in. But I don't think that's the issue, I think here. I think you haven't really given, whether you've given too much or the balance is out, so whether it's you or them. I don't think there's any third parties here, I can't see that, and I hate that expression. I don't think there's a decision to be made either on their side or your side. What I do feel though is that you do feel a little bit depleted, but don't worry. Things are going to look bright, but you've got to be authentic and you've got to be true. Even if that, you sound like it's difficult to express your feelings sometimes, whether it's their side or your side. But if you don't do that, regardless to whether you're going to get rejected or you're going to reject them, you're never going to get that answer. You're never going to be authentic. Nobody likes to wear masks. So we've got the Ace of Wands here. So, you know, that's inspiration, that's energy, it's enthusiasm, it's new beginnings. It's in reverse. So it seems like you're quite stagnant. You've gone within a little bit. It's almost like you've put a barrier up. Sorry, I should show you. It's almost like you've put a barrier up. This is where I'm staying. No one's going to take me as I am. You've got to build yourself up. And here you've got a crow sort of coming in from the outside. So the communication is there. That news that's coming is there. It's waiting to give it to you. But it's almost like you're so guarded and that no one can come in with that communication, or the news can't be delivered. And it's almost like, okay, well, I'm going to sit here until you've healed, you know. You've got to do the work on that. You can't give from an empty cup, right? You've got to love yourself. You know, you've got the distant dreams, you've got the castle and in the background, but yet you feel quite constricted. But there's poppies and there's beauty there. Maybe there's some kind of substance abuse here it's stopping someone to come in. And that could be anything. That could be drinking, smoking, that could be other drugs, that could be, you know, over-the-counter medications, it could be prescription medications, it could be something a little bit more detrimental to your health. But believe in yourself, because things are going to blossom. Let's have a look. I'd like to get one more card just on the top there, actually, for this, from this deck, please. Something a bit more positive, please. Hey. Page of Swords. So, communication, truth, thoughts, intellect, going within, self-reflection. There's so much possibility. And yes, it's a little bit juvenile. But again, how can you receive if you won't let it flow? If you're stuck up in your head, if this and if that, and what does that mean? And you're trying to dissect everything. The answers can't come to you because your barriers are up, your aura changes. So There's nothing wrong with going within, absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying, but I think in this particular instance, you are very locked up in your head, you know. And you're probably rightfully so, actually. You've probably been misled in love. You know, words are words, actions speak so much louder, right? It's almost forced you into yourself a little bit, to be a bit more weary. You know, you can only open yourself so much, and when you give so much and you don't have that returned, that's not a reflection on you. That's a reflection on them. But it is something that you need to work on. You know, you need to have healthy boundaries. You know, what you will find acceptable and what you won't find acceptable. And again, once you've found that and you found your inner peace and your inner harmony, these things will gravitate towards you. They'll be open, they'll be free, they'll be a little bit more expressive. I mean, you're solid. You know what you want. Absolutely know what you want. I mean, the news in love is just, it's going to be positive if you can just release whatever it is, if you can communicate clearly, freely. I'm going to put this candle back over here, it's actually really annoying me there. Right, I'm going to move on from that. Success. Seems like there's a little bit of trouble. Okay, I'm going to take both those cards, thanks. What have we got here? We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So Pentacles is about material wealth, career, manifestation, wealth. Let me show you the card first. Okay. It's Earth. It's again juvenile. And it's in reverse. It's almost stagnant. Can't come in. It's almost like you're your own worst enemy, and I don't mean to be rude or anyway, but excuse me. And then you've got your ten of Wands here. Now your Wands of fire, again, it's inspiration, it's energy, it's enthusiasm, and the burdens are almost there. You know, it's heavy. I mean, the gentleman is, again, you've got your tower in the background. He's looking in the ground. He's got some blossoms coming off the wands itself, which again is very similar to, I can't pick it up, the Ace of Wands here, where she's got the blossoms on her, is it a staff or? You're almost there. You keep your head down. You carry the burden, but there is a little bit of gossip. There's a little bit, and whether that's, again, internalised by yourself, whether it's another work colleague, and I do feel that this is a bit more work orientated. I think your love and your work are very separate. I may be wrong, but I do think it's very separate. It might even be that you're going out on your own, and that you've had holdbacks. Holdbacks? Is that a word? Right. Let me just get one more card for that, please. I'm feeling this is going to be very short for this one, because I think you already have the answers for that, and sometimes things are out of your control. So, that's a lot of cards, guys. Okay, what have we got here? Right, let's start with this one. You got your Nine of Swords. Again, communication, truth, intellect, thoughts. It's almost like you've had to go within. It's a bit heartbreaking. It's almost setbacks. That's the word I was looking for. You've had your setbacks, and now you've gone into contemplation. You know, you've got the moon there, which was all about secrecy and illuminating the truth. Your teddy bear at the bottom. You know, you've got your home comforts that you seem to be neglecting. It's almost like you've neglected your own needs to push forward. but you're almost there. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Earth, you know, material wealth, money, career, manifestation. She's on her own, she's full of abundance, she's got cherubs and love, and it's all blossoming around her, and it's fulfillment, it's harmony. It's rather beautiful, actually. Lots of colours, and again, I don't know if you can see, you've got the sun and the moon on the chair there. Well, you had the sun in your cards as well. And the moon's almost been hidden, whereas you've got the moon that's being hidden in your Nine of Swords here, and you've got the moon that she's hiding. So it's almost like she's pushed that moon aside. So you've got the capabilities. You really are almost there. Just push that little bit forward. Sometimes, you know, there's no success without failures, but it can be disheartening. But you've got this. You've totally got this. Now, we're changing your decisions, making your mind up. I think you have been umming and ahhing. This could be related to absolutely anything. But I actually think, I don't know how I'm getting this, but I'm getting a very big financial query here. It's almost like, if I go this way, how will that affect my family, my finances, my life? Or if I go that way, it's going to affect this, that and the other. Will I be able to afford it? And I think there's benefits to both sides, as there is cons, as there is everything. But you will make that right choice. You will walk down the right road for you. And this stormy weather, that's very short and passing, because you've got a lot of luck here. But let's have a look. So you've got the star here. Absolutely beautiful. Wish fulfillment. Now this was actually in reverse when I picked it up. You've got the lady reaching out, almost trying to pull that into her. So number 17, which results to 8, which is mastery, action, accomplishment. Again, the trees there, the water, the stars, the wishes are there. But you've got to take action. Get out your head. Two of Cups. This is about emotions, creativity, intuitions, relationships. Again, this was in reverse. So, absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful card. They're interlocking their arms. It's almost like, okay, I don't do your general reversals with normal tarots. For me, I interpret it intuitively, depending on the read that I'm getting. But you're... It's almost like once you've worked out that one choice, you're there. I like an outcome card for this one, and then I'm going to move on to a message, I think. And then I'll do some charms and then a yes or no question. We have an outcome. Sure. I know what's wrong with me today. Sorry. I forgot to look what it was. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, again, material wealth, money, career, manifestation. You are almost there. You know, she's got her bird of flight, like you did have in the Ace of Wands here with your Raven, the communication wanting to come in here. The wealth is almost blooming. It's just that last little hurdle. 8 of Cups is on the bottom of here. Okay, so it's to do with your emotions. Listen to your intuition. Because sometimes you get messages through and you go, I'm going to avoid those red flags. I really am. And then that leads to disappointment. And I think one of my favourite expressions is expectation leads to disappointment. It's great to have goals, but if you expect something of others, of a situation, then you're sending that signal out to the universe, and that's what you're asking. You're asking for that conflict to come back to you. Let it flow. You know, listen to yourself. And normally the first thing that comes into your head isn't a thought, that's your heart speaking. We then tend to go inwards and then analyse everything there afterwards, and that's where the conflict, self-conflict comes in. So just let it flow. King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Swords. I mean, come on. That's so 5 of Wands afterwards. You've got the Chariot on the top. Fast moving energy. Right, I'm going to go and use my special. Just want some advice, really. These are beautiful, these cards. Absolutely stunning. Probably said that about 19 times, haven't I? Apologies. Excuse me. I'm sorry for sniffing and feeling nice. Get my energy back up a little bit. I can really feel you're really just like, what is the point? I keep getting knocked back. What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. Baby, you've got it. You just need to believe in you. There's not everyone in the world has nice thoughts or have the best intentions for you. Some people feed off your brokenness. But it's up to you to let that light shine and not allow that in. What do you reckon, cards? Something would be nice. Anything. There we go, thank you. What have we got here? That's quite a lot. Wow. So, we've actually got 5 cards. What's really interesting is your central card was an anchor. Anchor. Make your decisions, and it's number 1, which is new beginnings, it's opportunity, it's potential, it's... Right, what have we got here? We've got the teapot. I don't know if it's any significance on the clock. It's 20 to 2. And it's 4 plus 8, which is 12, which is 1 plus 3, which is creativity, groups, decisions, growth. And as you can see, the growth is growing out of the teapot there. It's almost like saying, get out the box. Do something, you know, teapots are for tea. Well, I put roses in mine because I'm different, I'm unique. I have got something about me that I can offer. Maybe it is you going out on a new business venture on your own, or you're going for a promotion, or there's just something there that just, or you're unique in your personality, you know, in a love life, and you've got a red ribbon there, which is about cords, ties, passion. Some people look at red as to be anger. I think this is very passionate though, with the red roses here, and they're velvet red roses by the look of it. There's even red roses on the teapot. But time, it's almost like time is a big issue. Time is linear. Time is only, I know everyone's got to do their 9 to 5 jobs or whatever it is that you do, whether you do night shifts or school runs, but time is what you make it. Does time exist? That's up to you. Now we've got the moon in reverse, which is number 30. I've put it the right way around to show you, which is number 36, which 3 plus 6 is 9, which is fruition, attainment and fulfillment. So in reverse, it's almost like once you get out of your shadow self, once these demons have been revealed, the secrets, the whatever that's been hidden here, and there's a tree stump in the background with it being cut, and again roses. So it's almost like the moon's settling. The stumps might have been cut, but you know that wasn't good for you. You didn't need that in your life. And you've got cross, which 1 plus is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5, which is change, conflict, instability. It's almost like I'm getting an internal conflict. You can have it all. You've got right at the top of the card, skulls and roses coming off twigs. So how are roses supposed to survive off dead twigs and skulls? Death, transformation. But that's got to come from you. And then you've got, I'm going to turn it the right way round, 29. Quite interesting, you've got the letter D here, with a lady sort of quite uniquely dressed, with her hands on her hips, and you've got the letter B as well, so I don't know if that's any significance to you. But 2 plus 9 is 11, which is obviously quite a high angel number, but I tend to just work with the 1s to 10, which 1 plus 1 is 2, which is balance, partnerships, duality. So that could be within your love life, that could be within your work relationships, whether it's all combined. It could be so many things, but she's got a key to success. Again, you've got your key here on her hip. So I'm finding it very difficult to see it. She's got a clock behind her. Diamonds, hearts, roses, chains. She's kind of half dressed here. Got one short glove, one long glove. It's almost like, and she's got one hell of an expression on her face. I'll try and show you again. I don't know if the light's any good. Don't be afraid to step out and be different. The world needs more of you. Definitely. Moldavite, strong. It's not many people can work with that. It's extremely powerful. I remember when I first got the Moldavite, it encouraged so much change and transformation in myself that I remember crying and not sleeping and feeling angry and then happy, and it was just this emotional roller coaster. I thought I was going completely insane. I probably am slightly mad, but it really is something powerful. But it was something that I needed to do for me because I had no self-belief in myself, self-worth. I didn't value myself. I gave to everybody else first. So, I'm just going to get some letters out for you. So remember, we've got D and B on the card. We've got D, just come out again on your charms. We've got P. We've got K. I don't know if you can see that. Let me know in the comments if you're really struggling to see or hear me. You've got H, my initials actually. You've got E, R, and T. So they could be letters that are significant to yourself, whether that's, again, love, work, money, whether you want to try work. There's not really much work. You've got the. Oh. You haven't really got much words there. Pet. Could be relating to a pet here. I'm specifically picking up a dog then. Loyalty. Dog, friendship. You've got red. Red's very significant for you. Again, that could be anger, that could be passion, that could be related to the roses, it could be your heart, it could be a colour that you're wearing. And I don't know, I'm getting a scarf here. Someone may be wearing a silk scarf around their neck or around maybe their wrist, or they play with ribbons. You've got kept. So you might have a keepsake. Might be a keeper. And then you've got depth. So it's almost like you've gone real within. Real within. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to just get you some charms, see if I can pick anything up, and then I'll do your question for you. So it might be a bit loud, I'm just going to do it down here. So this is going to be your hidden one, the escapee, which is a mermaid. Again, quite unique. Mermaids are classed as magical, non-existent, you know, it can't be done. Let me tell you, I don't know why I picked up the Little Mermaid then with Ariel and, what's his name, Eric? Wow, that's surprising, I know that. And she got legs, is that right? You can walk away from this. This is just getting too freaky. Clover. Clover! Luck is on your side, but you've got to take that leap. What have we got here? The moon. And it's all jazzly and sparkly, and then you've got a flower here, so blooming, marvellous. This is actually relating to, I believe, was it dementia? Was it autism? I think it was dementia, this one. So maybe there's something, and again, kept just come up. Maybe it's related to a family member. Keepsake. The book. Normally in this deck, when the letters and the book come out together, these are completely separate. They're nothing to do with each other, but in this deck there's a book of cards. Cards with the book on it. It's normally a writing profession or something professional, news, something deep, concrete. But it could also be locked away. Then you've got a little tiny witch's hat, which could be something magical. I don't know why I picked up the Magician in the tarot cards, but you have the ability to conjure up this change. What is this? You got a little dragon here. You see it? Again, very mystical. Can be scary, big, small, cute, fiery, lucky, unlucky, ruby. Ruby, I'm picking up ruby, and gems. Might be significant. And then this horse here. This brooch I actually got when I was a little girl. And it was something that I've kept on. I didn't really wear, I did wear it when I was younger, but I've had it for so many years. I don't know what it is about it, but it's almost like the power horse, you know. It was the strength, the freedom. I was always a bit of a free spirit. I never liked the 9 till 5. I didn't like being told what to do, who does? But routine wasn't something for me. And when I got on a horse, because I used to ride, in fact I had a conversation with someone yesterday about riding and how much I should do it again, but you know, time and things change. So, but for me, getting on a horse was that freedom that I didn't have control. I had to go with the flow, so I had to work with that horse. So although I was free and I felt the air and it was magical for me, I had the strength of the horse, but I also had the insecurity there of what if it bolts, what if it throws me off, or the doubts basically. And I had to learn how to let those doubts go and put complete trust in this beautiful, magnificent creature and able to carry me through the freedom that it was giving me. I've never really liked arena work. I've always liked to, you know, out on the beach, hacking in the woods, something just beautiful, and it's full of diamonds and it's gold, and it's almost like in its rearing up, it's saying, come on, be heard, be seen. You're magnificent. Know how magnificent you are. Right, so last little bit. Sorry, this has been a bit long for you guys. I do apologise. But please give me some comments and let me know what your thoughts are, if there's anything you want me to incorporate. Think of a question. It doesn't matter what it's relating to. I'm going to pull 3 cards and I'll let you know whether it's a yes or a no. So I'm just going to sit here for 30 seconds and let you think and ask your question out loud or in your head. Okay. Yes. The answer is yes. You've got the true love witch. Oh, sorry, I take that back. You've got the love witch, which is number 6, which actually is about harmony and love and reunion, communication. Then you've got the changeling witch, which you've got a black and white. I'm actually going to show you this card because you've got more birds in this one. Red hearts, red, very significant. Birds in the background as well. Sorry for my sniffling. The changeling, which you've got a black and white cat, which is sort of the yin and yang. It's almost like finding that balance. She's got a heart on either side. It's almost like the duality, you know, that number 2 brings with it. And this is number 6 too. Sorry, that is number 11. I do apologise. That's number 11, which goes down to 2, which is about, again, duality. This is number 6. This is about peace and harmony and love. So again, I do apologise. But 11 is also an angel number. And again, I think you had 11 come up somewhere else. So that's obviously significant. So what we've got here, we've got the water witch, which is a mermaid. I can't just make this stuff up. It's cups, it's emotions. You may be dealing with a water sign. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You've actually got the crab in this one, which relates to Cancer specifically. You've got the jewel, she's sat on her chest. What are we looking at? So 18, so 1 + 8 is 9, which again is fruition, attainment and fulfillment. You're in control of that. Well, I hope that resonates and I hope that helps you. Please let me know. Hey, pile number 2. Beautiful people, if you chose the Siberian desert class, this reading is for you. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. I slightly differ. The flute's going to join us today. Hey. Just got to keep an eye on the candles with her. So it could be about love, relationships, money, family, health. It could be about anything. Spirituality, religion. Let's just see what the cards have for us today. They protected all the cards. I've cleansed them all. I like to do life shuffle, so you know, I'm not just making it up. Well, could be anyway, right? Because you've got to trust me on that one. But you'll know if it resonates with you. Like I said, just take what does, leave the rest behind. You know, it's for a large audience, so hopefully it's not going to resonate with everybody. And again, please excuse me today, I'm not feeling particularly too well. So, wait. 1, 2. Your first card is about you. Your central card's more about the situation. I'm going to pick 9 cards. I'll explain as I go. 3. How would you like me to receive? Yeah. Okay, one more then, please. That doesn't normally happen like that. I don't normally get very clear. This is very, the energy is very different from number 1 on this one. This is quite direct energy, actually. Very authoritative figure that I'm picking up on. Okay, right, let's have a look. So I'm going to turn them all over and then I'm going to explain them to you. Whew. Okay, so first of all, this is about your first card. This is about you. Don't get too worried because when people see the coffin, they go, it's normally death of a situation, death of a behaviour, a change, you know, a new beginning, a kind of end of one cycle, new of the others. So your card 2 is the Whip, which is more about quarrels, really. But again, I'll go into this as I'll unfold it. You've got the letters here. We don't read these upside down. Sometimes I do. When I get them upside down, I pay more attention to that specific card. But in this, I'm not getting that. 4th card, your Polar Bear. Strength is good. You've got your central card, which is Clover, which is lucky. So whatever goes on, you're going to be protected. Whether it's via stroke of luck, family, but we'll go through it. Scythe, you don't have to worry about this one unless it's directly next to this one. It's not. So, okay, we've got the Fish, which is upside down. Although letters were upside down, the letters I didn't need to turn keep it that way. This, excuse me, I've probably got a bit deeper and a bit more forceful than probably I was in pile 1. This is finances more so than anything. I'm going to do your sacral chakra as well. There's a lack of communication to do with your finances. Something's being hidden here. House and the Moon. So before I start up on your first cards, I'm actually going to concentrate here. So you could be moving. Something's hidden here and it's to do with your finances. But I'm going to pull some cards on it. I'm actually going to go with the tarot first on this one. I'm sorry if I feel a little bit aggravated. I'm just trying to cipher out all the different messages. Yeah, okay. I've just been told to put the Siberian desert glass on the Clovers card, which isn't something I was asked to do in pile 1. It's almost, and it's the same colour actually, so it's almost like reinforcing the yellow, which is bright, refreshing. I always feel like I have to take a deep breath. It's almost like you're being fast. Go, 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 go. You just gotta make it's clear, cut, boom, boom, boom. It's almost forced. It's almost like you're trying to keep your head above water, but it's quick. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but there's no bullshit. There's no crap. Okay, thanks. How would you like this received? Okay. I'm going to use my other hand. I've got the Page of Pentacles here. I'm just going to leave that card there for you so you can actually see it, which is about Earth. Material, wealth, money, career, manifestation, money, career, house, wealth, lack of. I actually pulled this upside down, so but I'm doing it this way around so I can see it. And this is very earthy. So you've got your Virgo, your Capricorn, and wow, my brain has just gone. Taurus, thank you. There's a lot of abundance there, so I'm finding it really, really difficult. You've got a butterfly transformation, you've got the pentagram full of earthly natures, but the page looks very drawn in and there's nothing else that is, it's almost like you are focused, but it's a bit infantile. It's great for the abundance. I'm just going to get a few more because it's not very clear. I some clear messages, please. It's actually making me feel a little bit uneasy, a bit on edge. I feel like this has been going on for quite a while, but it's almost like in short spurts. It's one thing after the other, and it's like you've not had enough time to even think. There's no thinking, it's just you. It's like giving a piece of paper, and I'm getting this piece of paper, you've got to sign it. You've got to make that decision. You don't have time to think about it. Go. It's almost like I feel restricted. Maybe there's some breathing problems, heart palpitations, just stress in general. But you're very good at coping with this. I mean, again, this isn't going to be for everybody. It doesn't matter what's thrown at you. You deal with it like a boss, you know? You pro, what a pro. But the stress, I don't think it's showing externally to others. I think externally you appear quite high-powered and I own this. And you are just and you do own it. But inside, and it's not about thoughts, it's about the stress that you inhibit. I think it's having some kind of psychosomatic response. And you're aware of it, but it's almost like, well, I haven't got a choice here. I don't think it's anything major. I don't think you're gonna, don't say that, Crystal. I don't think any major health concerns are coming up, but you can't keep going like this. You're going to burn yourself out. And please drink some water. I've just been told you're not drinking enough water. Stay off that coffee, because that's going to help give you palpitations. And if you are going to drink coffee, then drink decaf. As crappy as the coming off caffeine is, I remember coming off caffeine and the withdrawal was just awful. But I was in a high level of stress as well. So what we've got here, upside down, but Two of Pentacles. I'm going to show you that. Again, another Earth card. So material, wealth, money, career, manifestation. It's almost like this card screams magician to me. It's almost like you've got this force, this power to create, deal with. You've got two ships in the background. It's almost like the dress is just flowing into the earth. It's almost like you're deeply rooted. You're very, what's the word I'm looking for? You're grounded, You're not ungrounded, you're not unstable, you're not emotionally troubled. But it's almost like wealth coming in, wealth going out. It's that, right, what do I need to create here? Right, forms. I'm getting lots of forms. Are you dealing with lots of forms at the moment? Anyway, but it's almost like it still isn't in your control, even though you're in control. It's external factors, like you need to take care of business. Okay, what did I just say? Two of Pentacles reminds me of the Magician. And there you have it, just flowing out the deck. And that's number one. That's about new beginnings. It's about opportunity. It's about potential. Reaching up, you know, grabbing that potential. And this came out the right way as well. So you're doing everything in your power, like a boss, to get things done. You can see his little workbench there, and he's conjuring up all sorts of different things. You've got the birds in the background, which is your communication levels. For me, anyway, that's how I interpret it. I don't do normal tarot readings. I interpret it intuitively. And the cat has just decided that she's going to sleep on the chair over there, and she doesn't normally sit with me for these, so but she feels quite calm. It's almost like she knows that everything's taken care of. You're that person that's taking care of everything, even though you can't control external stuff, but you're controlling everything that you need to here. Can we just have an outcome for that? And then I'll go on to the other stuff. There's definitely some news here that there's a lot of quarrels. I don't know where I'm picking up probate, whether it's to do with divorce. It's going to be, again, different for everybody. Take what's right for you and leave the rest. And again, that brings up on forms, but there's a lot of disputes. And you're just like, I need this to just stop now. And it is, you're really nearly at the end. Very nearly at the end. I'm not picking love relationship in this. I'm not picking up any emotions in this, and I may be wrong, but I really am feeling finances, career, forms, documents. Again, documents. Sending off loads, one after the other. Dun, 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 dun. And purple is actually spiritual, so related to the higher chakras. So, and again, you've got your protective bear here. You know, no one's going to mess with him. But inside, it's not that they don't care, because they do. They care for their young and whatnot. They're very protective bear hugs, but they're strong, they're powerful. We don't need to deal with emotions. This is logical. You know, it's not about the spirit, it's dunk. I sound very repetitive, but I really am getting this authoritarian kind of figures popping in left, right and centre here. But because of the actions that you've had, you're very lucky. What have we got here? Three of Pentacles, Earth, creativity, groups, growth, coming together. It's almost like, do you deal with a lot of people at work? Like you have got a very high pressure job, or an attorney, I'm getting an attorney or law, or this. I feel there's something very definitive to law here. And again, that could relate to divorce. It could be, you know, and again, I keep bringing that up, so I do apologise if that's painful. But I don't feel you're taking that personally. I think you're like, yeah, I am emotional, but right now, you know, I do care. I am an emotional person, but I don't necessarily, I'm not that tactile, or I'm not like, you've got your close-knit people, but when you're at work, you're the boss, you know, when you're running your family home, you're the boss. It's just, these things need to be done. You're quite regimental, you're routine, you're very structured, you're very fast-paced. Even my talking is built up quite a bit. Very, very different energy from group number one. And here you've got the Three of Pentacles. You've got the archway. They're painting, they're collaborating, they're bringing things together. It's not complete, but they're not talking to each other. They're just getting on with the job at hand. You know, they know what needs to be done. They can see the future. They're stepping up to the plate, so to speak. And again, all earthly energies here, pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. So, wealth, earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, very logical. I know Virgo, Capricorns are very, very good workmen. I'm not saying the rest of you aren't, but they're very goal orientated. Virgos are very particular, you know, they're very perfection orientated. Tauruses are quite stubborn, and when they've got a problem at hand, they are very good at cutting out the emotional status and going, right, practicality rules the day here. And again, it's not that they don't feel it, and I'm feeling like the bear being Taurus. It's not that they don't feel the emotions. Oh, we've got an upside down card here. It's just that they've got this very good way of dissecting, I suppose, and dealing with stuff. So this is in reverse. You've got the Knight of Cups there. So where's the lady looking? Sorry, I'm finding it very difficult and very dark here. I'm feeling like a very slow, although you're very, very fast paced, the results are coming in quite slowly. Cups are an emotional card. Okay, so it's about creativity, intuition, relationships, and I think that's the slow side, which again, I've just said you dissected the emotions out of this. There's not much more I can say on that one. They've got something to say though. Sorry, I've got to go all the way over to the other side of the room now. Right, what way did that land? The right way up. Okay, so number one had this. Once you've got sort of gone inside your head, you know, you've got the communication coming from the inside, but I don't think it's you've gone inside your head as in, oh, I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking about that. I do think you have to I think you probably think a lot when you're alone. It's almost like you're processing everything that's happened during the day or the night, depending on how you work. I feel like you're more day workers than you are night workers. I'm not getting, you know, lorry drivers and things. I am getting very office-based work here. And your work, you look at the castle in the background, you know, it's going to come. It's about communication, it's truth, it's intellect, it's thoughts, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're emotional about it. And then you've got the Three of Wands, which is in reverse. And the three is about creativity, groups, growth. And I think you have the Three of Pentacles or something down here. No? Yeah, Three of Pentacles down here. So this is in reverse. You've got the Moon, which is stuff hidden. You're sort of looking from the outside in, so to speak. When you're alone, that's your processing time. And obviously being in reverse, you don't get much time to do that, do you? It's kind of on your own time. So haven't got time to sleep. That's my processing time. So do I ever process so that I can manage the next day, or do I sleep? Because I can't sleep because I'm processing. Okay, I'm going to get one final card from this one. I'm not going to pull any love relationship ones for you in this deck. I'm just not feeling that at all. Can we have an outcome, please? Let's make sure we're still recording. Okay, we've got a few here. Do we want that many, Spirit? Structure, stability, manifestation. Number 4. We want 4 cards. That's fine. Okay, get the point. Okay, the World. 21, which reduces to 3, which is groups, growth, creativity. The World is in your hands. This is the right way around. And literally, she is holding it in her hand. You've got blue, which is communication. You've got the tiger, signifying strength. You've got the ocean. You've got stags. You've got birds. You've got butterflies, transformation. You've got a bit of everything there. So you really are like the boss. you've got the Ten of Cups in reverse. So again, cups are more about emotions, relationships and intuition and things like that. You've got your castle in your background. It's kind of what you're working for, but I think it's probably reversed at the moment because you've had to dissect the emotions from the practicality. You then got the Knight of Swords. Well, the Knight's obviously not as it's a bit higher up than the Page, and the Knight is going to be about communication again, thoughts, truth, intellect. He's going in gun-ho. He's not waiting around. He's like, I'm ready. Even the horse is looking forward, you know. It's like, boom, and I'm not saying masculine, feminine, da-da-da-da. It's just, I really do feel like that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And then you've got the Queen of Wands. Yes, baby. Inspiration, energy, enthusiasm. You are bossing it up. I believe number one had the... oh no, she didn't have the Queen of Wands. You've got your sunflower, you've got your cats. Cats are very intuitive as well. They didn't think about it. They kind of... Oh, instincts going up. I'm going to investigate that. You've got gold, you've got scepters, you've got growth, you've got birds, you've got communication, you've got earthly grounds. You are... And you've got this look of... yeah. I'm in my... throne. Again, don't think I'm allowed to swear, so and you've got some relation to what's the it's not the Sphinx. I can't think what they're called. Can you give me some guidance? Either side of the chairs here and here, you've got the Egyptian can't think what they're called. But it's very goddess, it's very, you know, you are top of that food chain. You don't take any nonsense. And you will attain your goals. Whatever it is. You're going to come out winning in this, or at least extremely lucky. Right, so what I will do is I'm going to pull some of these, just get a couple of extra advice for you. I'll pull some charms. I don't think the charms are going to be significant, to be honest. I'm not feeling that. I feel like you don't actually care about the charms, to be honest. You're like, oh, nonsense. Whatever, get on with it. Hurry up. I've got all day. Sorry, would you like me to give you a form to sign? Please just give me some comments in the bottom and just let me know how this resonates with you, or if it's a load of old tosh. Some advice, please. And then I've got a yes or no answer. So at the end, I'll pull 3 cards from a different deck. I'll give you 30 seconds to sort of, or roughly, to think about what question you want to ask. And then it will give you a yes or no answer. So you can relate to anything. If you want to say it out loud or you want to say it in your head, who cares, right? You know you. You don't need anyone to tell you who you are. You just do as I tell you to, right? Do as you're told. That's kind of your role in life. You really don't take any nonsense. I love it. It's powerful. Right, what have we got here? Teepee? Gecko, rabbits, outdoors, candles. 49, 4 plus 9 is 13, 1 plus 3 is 4, which is structure, stability, manifestation. So you bloody well got your goals. You're like, I don't need your advice. I just need I need this to kind of come to a close. What have we got here? 20, frog. Again, balance, partnership, duality. I think you, in relationship to that, I do think that other people struggle with your lack of showing your emotions. They find you quite cold and hard to approach at times. But you're like, don't touch me, I'm the poison frog. But I'm also the prince if you give us a kiss. But I don't want that emotional stuff right now. Riffraff. Right, final card for this one. Because I know you're telling me to hurry up. Thanks for that. I can't actually see these cards. So you've got, right in the background, you've got the, looks like the Joker. It's 42, 4 plus 2 is 6, which is communication, cooperation, and harmony. If you cooperate with me, you'll get the harmony you need out of me, right? Right, let's pull some letters. Boom. You've got a C, a J, a P, a D, a W, and an S. That doesn't make any words up whatsoever, but I'm not going to dilly-daddy, or whatever you want to call it. Don't know if you want me to show you, just to prove it to you. It's almost like you need proof of the pudding, right? And then you've got D and J. So I don't know whether those initials mean anything. Again, C, S, J, P, D, and W. Might be work, there might be colleagues that you, or there might be letters you need to look at. I've pulled quite a lot of charms. Right, boss, 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 boss. Communication, blue, it's dazzly, it's sparkly. People do respect you, they look up to you, but you bloody earned that. You've got here the sun and the moon, and you're both. You're secretive, but you're out, and you're bold, and you don't hide things. It's not that you hide anything, it's just that people don't ask you the right questions, right? Tree of life, you're the growth. You're what makes this happen. Again, handcuffs, who? Are you into BDSM? Oh, even your relationships are quite professional, eh? You're very bossy in those. Definitely not wanting to relinquish control. You the boss. I'm not quite sure what flower this is, but I'm going to try and get it up close as I can. The light is poor. But I've just heard you say I haven't got time for flowers. You've got the lion here, strength. No nonsense. Actually, number 1 had this, the witch's hat. Could be a magician's hat. But it's almost like you're conjuring up, and again, you had the magician here. You're conjuring up what you need to happen. You've got the skull, death, transformation. This needs to come to an end now. And then you've got the stag, and I do believe I just saw the stag on one of these cards. Which one was it? The world. So just by her dress at the bottom, you've got the stag. Now you don't mess with the stags. They're beautiful to look at, but you don't approach them, and that's exactly where you're at. I'm going to leave that here for you guys because you got this. You don't need me to tell you anything. Ciao. Hi, group 2, Siberian desert glass. I'm ever so sorry I didn't do your question for you, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds roughly just to think of a question. It's almost like I was rushed off, so sorry. Any question you like? The answer is yes. You've got here the Love Witch, which is really funny because group number 1 had that. That's 11, very spiritual number, but 1 plus 1 is 2. It's Love Witch, which maybe is telling you to, you know, embrace your emotions a little bit. It's about balance, partnership, duality. You've then got number 2, the Earth Witch, again, very earthy reading that you've just had. And that's 17, 1 plus 7 is 8, which is about mastery, action, and accomplishment. Doesn't matter if they're reversed. And then you've got here the Brown Witch, which again is very earthy. Harvest, sort of, you know, the darker side of things. The annoyance. And what we got, 23, 2 plus 3 is 5, which is about change, instability, conflict normally. And I think that's probably more of your self-reflection. So that's your answer for that, yes. Hi group 3, if you chose the Labradorite heart, then this is your reading. Before we start this one, it could be related to love, religion, spirituality, money, finances in general, career, housing, absolutely anything. But I'm getting a very deep sadness related to this one. Maybe there's been a loss. That could be in the physical, it could be in the mental, it could be it could be a pet, a loved one, partnership, career, job, it could be absolutely anything. I don't know, I just feel very sad. I'm half expecting to find some treacherous energy. I don't know where that word's coming to mind, but heartbreak as well is another thing that's coming into my mind. But let's just see what comes up. I do every reading slightly differently. I get a different energy, and this one I just feel very sad. Please bear with me. I really don't feel particularly great. And it's I feel for you. You feel very drained. Oh, darling, I just want to give you a hug. Let's see what comes up. It's almost like I want to put this on my heart space. I'm going to keep this here. You probably can't see that. Put it there. So, no, you can't see that either, can you? No, it's there. A little heart. Breathe. Clean your room for some people. I'm actually going to turn them over. So what I do is I lay them all out and then I'll turn them over and explain them all to you as we go. Your first card is, I'll do 9 cards. Your first one is relating to you. The middle one would be sort of everything, it ties everything together. It's your sort of central card. And then I work from that. I've been told to just... There's a lot of conflict, a lot of quarrels, isn't there? I don't know whether that's internally or externally. There's a lot of sadness here, a lot of upset, a lot of disappointment. Please only take what resonates to you, leave the rest. And if it does or doesn't resonate, please leave me a comment and just let me know your thoughts. Know that there's people to help, even if you have to sit in silence in the dark, you know. It's not all about sunshine and roses, but understanding how you feel and learning how to cope and how to react is a big thing. And credit to you, you know, you've got 100% survival rate so far, however crappy and shitty things are. Again, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, sorry. You're here, and that's amazing. Sometimes we get to the worst lessons. You're scattered, you're very scattered. You're very up and down. Treacherous snake, yeah. Felt that. Ship, backwards and forwards. Do you want me to take these ones? No, okay. It's just to show that you're very scattered. It's like you want to do that one day, you want to do that another day. You can't really make your mind up because you feel so very differently. Yes, you want him, no you don't. Yes, you want her, no you don't. I want that, I don't want that. I want to study this, I don't want to study. I don't feel a study actually. I'm feeling schoolwork maybe, but yeah, I'm feeling more, just feel broken. quarrels as your middle one. Backstabbing. Deceitful people. Negative energy vampires. You just don't know whether to turn. You don't know if you want road. You don't know whether you want to go sea, ships. You know, there's no consistency at all. It's like chaos everywhere. Mental, physical, health. Just, it's really taking a toll on you mentally. More so than anything, I think. Physically. Not sleeping. Disloyalty. You don't know who to trust. Even your friends are being not what they say they are, or not what you thought they should be, or just constantly being let down. But you really are up in the air. It's almost like people are being childish. But it's almost like people are seeing you being childish because you're sulking in your room, or you're... But it's not that. It's just that you're trying to heal. And when you find something that you do like and you're anchored into it, everyone's backstabbing or two-timing or gossiping, trying to take that away from you, trying to sabotage that, and then self-sabotage comes into it. Oh, darling. Again, a lot of this, you know, when you kind of want to retreat, and you kind of, the anxiety, the stress. I mean, I had a lot of heat just before I did your reading, because I obviously cleansed the area. Just before, I had a lot of heat going up the back of me. It was almost like I didn't want to turn around, but I know that I have to face my fear, you know. It's all going on behind my back. Why can't just people be forthcoming? And I actually got a really, really bad headache coming on all of a sudden. It's like it can't be left to heal. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards. Normally I don't take the upright, sometimes I do, but I feel that I should in this case. This is your first card, this is the book. And normally I don't go one by one, but I'm going to for a couple of them. It's almost like you're a closed book. Well, that's how you feel, because no one understands you. But that's how you're appearing to other people, but it's almost like sulky. Second card is your snake. Deceptive, cunning, manipulative, dark forces as well. You're waiting for your sails to sort of take to the wind, and you just sat there. Third card, then you got your road in reverse. It's almost like you've made a wrong decision, you've walked down the wrong road, or you've actually mistrusted someone that you shouldn't have put your trust in. The whip, your central card, your main card, quarrels, distance, dark, just destruction, and well, that's how you're perceiving, that's the energy I'm feeling, you know. And if you're self-harming, there's definitely people that can help you, because I'm seeing someone playing with their arm, and I almost feel like I want to cry, and I'm not particularly emotional at the moment. But I really feel this heaviness. You've got your dog, which is blue, and it's normally about communication and man's best friend and loyalty, and at the moment you're not getting that, you're not seeing that, and you're not feeling that. Then you've got your child, your childishness. It could be infancy. It could be relating to a child. I think that's for a few of you. But it's almost like you want to cry like you did as a kid. You want that cuddling. You want that stability. For your 8th card. It's almost like you can't achieve that. Quarrels in the home. Maybe you've been forced to move out of home. Maybe you're getting evicted. Maybe someone's damaged your home. Maybe you're smashing things up with your anger and you're reacting. I'm going to pull some I am really torn. I'm going to go for the love ones. I just want to see if this is relationship up. And it's really interesting that the Labradorite is the heart. You really are in your emotions at the moment. I got the feeling that it's maybe something to do with parents and again, that's not going to be for everybody. I'm getting lots of different messages. I'm getting pets. I'm getting all sorts of things come rushing in. You've lost a pet. You're thinking about a pet. You've had to give up a pet. It's been particularly difficult for you during this pandemic. And you just seems to be crashing around you, everything. And just when you think you've got that stability, it's almost like I feel empty, like you've got no fight, and I don't want to be negative. So let's give you some hope. That's what we've got here. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. Okay, now, soulmates don't always have to be relationships. There's a third party in this one here as well, which you see there's a cherub and there's 2 up women and a man. So this could be relationship, like soulmate, like that. But I feel that it was someone who you were very close with as your friend, and maybe they've gone off and they found a new friend or whatever. And it's almost like you're sitting down to talk about it, and it's like you're watching these new best friends. And it's heartbreaking for you. Okay. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And I did bring up parents a little while ago. I'll take this one as well. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. You need to believe in you, because everyone's unique. Everyone here has something to offer, and, you know, life is tough. Life is not fair. But don't let anyone dim your light, because, you know, what's meant for you will come to you. And sometimes we are delivered dark stuff, so that we have to sort of internalise and go within and create our boundaries, and healthy boundaries as well. And find out that, you know, when something's hurtful and it's taken away from us, especially when there's a close connection and it's family related, I'm getting a lot of karma here, karmic issues, conflict, you know, passing the poison chalice down the generations. And no, it's not fair that you've got to heal those things. But you know what? When you do, it benefits you. And you draw in the things and the people and the places and the whatever it is that you seek, because it's going to be different for everybody. You draw that into you. And it's not easy dealing with your shadow self. You know, people go, oh, I want all this light and happiness, or I want a big home, or I want this and I want that. but they're not willing to sit with the shadow work. They're not willing to actually work out what it means and what it's actually trying to show you. You know, it's easy to put your fist through a wall or a door or whatever it is and blow up, right? And again, that's not going to be for everybody. I'm not saying that's for you, but or sitting in, you know, and biting your nails and we all have our bad traits, but to learn how to react differently to that and heal that it's bloody hard, it's painful, it's gut-wrenching, it's gruesome. I mean, caterpillar goes into a cocoon and people see the cocoon there, and then the butterfly emerges and it struggles out this cocoon and off it flies into the wilderness, into a beautiful butterfly, blah, blah, blah. Wow, amazing, right? But what people don't realise is the pain that caterpillar is inhibiting as it goes through their transformational changes. It's dying in that cocoon as it transforms. You know, I think when I pull your tarot, I'd be surprised if I didn't see the Three of Swords and maybe the Death card, Temperance maybe. I think we get higher arcana with it at least, but the darkness doesn't last forever. But you feel it, experience it, work out what it means for you. Because if you keep reacting, the patterns just continue. And it doesn't mean you have to let things go or you have to forgive people. You just have to work out what it means for you and what's healthy for you. And if it's not benefiting you, it doesn't matter what other people think or say, or your feelings are your feelings. You don't have to worry about anybody else's feelings. That's their issue, right? And I would say that to anybody and everybody. It's almost like the desperation is there. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And you've got children in this, boy kissing a girl, right? So I do think this is maybe about childhood trauma as well. And you've got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So again, it could be relating to romantic. I'm going to pull 1, 2 more. And then I'm going to go on to the tarot. This is very scattered. But I feel like you don't necessarily want to cry as much. You're like, do you know what? My light deserves to shine. I just don't know how to get there. I've tried everything. I've exhausted all my avenues. I don't have anyone to turn to. You do. It's the ego that holds us back from reaching out. And if people laugh at you or take the piss, again, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, that's their problem. You don't have to heal for anybody else. You have to heal for you. And if other people are not willing to do the work, good luck to them. It's their loss. Let the haters be haters. This could be the one in reverse. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Maybe there's a rejection here. And normally I don't take reversals for this deck, but it's almost, and I don't even think, if that is related to love, fine, but I think it's almost like you were rejected. You feel rejected in everything and everywhere you go, everyone you talk to. You've been given a real tough deal. Maybe something's happened to you, some abuse. I don't really want to go into that further. It's safe. I can't see it. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. That was also in reverse. So I pay special attention to those ones. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Maybe your family don't believe in what you believe in. Your friends. Excuse me, I'm really not feeling very well. My head is just pounding. You do need to start looking after yourself, eating properly, drinking properly, changing your habits. Start small, you know, 1%. You know, if you can't bring yourself to have a shower, wash your face, because that's at least a start. If you can't go out and exercise, do you know what? Walk up and down the stairs a couple of times, or around the flat, the apartment. Do something where it's not going to take too much energy for you, because when you're drained, I do appreciate it's going to be very difficult, but it's almost like I get this real pressure. Six of Swords in reverse. I'm going to show you the right way round. Now, swords all about communication, truth, intellect, and thoughts. And number 6 relates to communication, cooperation, and harmony. And when it's in reverse, it's you turning your back. You kind of, not necessarily you turning your back, but it's almost like you've been shunned. And you've got the 8 of Swords, which is about mastery, action, and accomplishment. You have to do the healing. And, you know, she's built the swords around her. And again, it doesn't have to be masculine or feminine. But it's almost like, well, as long as I'm in my shell, I'm good. No one can hurt me here. You can hurt you. You deserve to be the best that you can be. And then you got the 4 of Wands, which is actually, to some people, and it might not relate to you at all, twin flame. So going back to this could be the one that's in reverse. This could be related. You've got the raven at the top, you've got the moon, which sort of signifies shadow self and disappointments and secrets. And I don't read the tarots as a normal tarot reader. I'm very instinctual when I read. So again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But you can't see their faces very clearly. And again, they're still built in. They're still very guarded. And wands kind of relate to inspiration, energy, and enthusiasm. And 4 is about structure, stability, and manifestation. But you can't just think about things. You've actually got to put the action into it. I'm going to take a couple more. And then I'm going to get some advice and some charms. And then I'll pull a question for you to ask at the end where you get a yes or no answer. I think you need to definitely change your habits a little bit, and day by day, don't put too much pressure on you. If you want to speak to someone independently, or you need to go and see a doctor, or you know, there's no shame in that. Sometimes that helps. And you're not in control of what other people do, but you are in control of what you do. And lashing back, you know, being spiteful back, again, it may or may not relate to you, isn't healthy for you or others. Okay, thanks. Okay, what have we got here? Again, 9 of Wands. Okay, so it's inspiration, energy, enthusiasm. You're kind of locked in. It's the 9, so fulfillment, fruition, attainment. But it's almost like you're not taking action at the moment. Then you've got the Wheel of Fortune upside down. But I'm going to show you the right way around. What number is it? 10. That's the right way round. A 10 sort of completion, end of a cycle, renewal. Obviously upside down, it's almost like you're just stagnant. You've got the whole world in front of you, and it's almost like you're letting the darkness consume you. And I do think you've had a lot of bad luck, to be honest, as well. but I think you could probably cut a quarter of that out. King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I don't think I've showed you the right way around. Right, Pentacles is earth, it's material wealth, money, career, manifestation, and it's related to the earth signs, which is Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus. It's almost like you're not working. It's in reverse. You're not acquiring that wealth. I don't want to do anymore on the tarots. I'm feeling that it's not helping you right now. What I am going to do is get you some advice. Wow, that was very quick. Elephant. 1 plus 8 is 9, which is about attainment, fulfillment, fruition again. Elephants have an absolutely immaculate memory. I really want to cry. Don't hold on to that hurt. Don't keep going over it and over and over in your head. Doesn't mean forget it, but don't torture yourself. You've got the strength here to move forward and use the power of your memory. But with that great memory and great strength and great ability, you can create something wonderful. What's really weird is I've got two candles. I'm going to show you the card again. 2 candles, which kind of relates to the sort of 4 of Wands here, which again might relate to the soulmate, twin flame analogy. And it's only half the candle on the second one. It's right on this corner here. So it's almost like maybe you are in separation or the rejection there and you just can't get over this hurt. Or the fact that they don't see what you see. Sometimes people have gifts that other people don't appreciate or is not right for them. But you know, what's taken away is for a reason, even if you can't see it right now. Can we have 3 cards for the advice? 42 in reverse. This came up for, I think it was cards number 2. The Joker. 4 plus 2 is 6, which is about communication, cooperation and harmony. And this again was in reverse. You can't bloom if you don't give yourself room to bloom. Right, this is number 3. This card, you're very flighty. It's almost like you're aggravated with me that I'm telling you what you don't want to hear, but you already know this, and you want to take flight. Number 3 is about creativity, groups, and growth. It's almost like you're avoiding groups. You're solitary. You kind of want to go out on your own, but don't run away from issues. Deal with them. And again, 2 candles either side. Twin flame energy. Now, twin flame energy, I don't do much work on it, and it might. I'm really sorry. I really don't feel great. Some twin flames work through their difficulties, and it is a difficult journey, and it's long, and it's painful, and it's slow. And they come together, but some twin flames are more of a karmic twin flame, so they learn the lessons that they need to learn from it, and they keep repeating the patterns until they learn from it, but they don't end up together. That is disheartening, that is soul destroying, and it's crushing, and there's nothing more emotional that I could explain more than a karmic twin flame. That is such a hard journey, and one that most people don't understand. Right, okay. Number 5, conflict. change, instability. Book. Book. All about you. People really don't understand you, do they? Maybe stop trying to explain yourself to people. Maybe you don't understand you. I'm so sorry. 14 in reverse, 4 plus 1. 5, instability again. Love. 4, peacock, structure, stability, manifestation. Peacocking, it's kind of like showboating. Don't wear a mask. If other people can't appreciate your true authenticity, or they can't cope with your shadow side, or they use you, or there's no consistency, people coming and going, then they're not for you, and you're not for them. Give yourself to someone who's going to appreciate you. Shouldn't laugh, I'm really sorry. We got 33, which is an angel number. Again, it's upside down, but it's mask. I'm going to show you the right way around. 3 plus 3 is 6, which is communication, cooperation, and harmony. It's upside down. And another 6 over here. And then you've got 2 plus 5. Again, it's upside down. You've got a horse. Well, that's 7. Now, 7's about reflection, assessment, knowledge. Reflect on what you need, what's healthy for you. Create your boundaries. I'm going to get some letters for you. G, V, Q, K, N, T, I. So I've got tin, T-I-N. I've got vigour as well. It's almost like you've lost your vigour. Gin. Maybe you're turning to substances. Doesn't necessarily have to be alcohol. Tink. I'm getting tink. Vic. Vin. I need a couple more. I didn't pull any more for the others. Another Q, so maybe there's double letters. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Q. Got S, W, L, and D. I just, world came to mind. You've got widow, maybe. Lit. Obviously you need to work out what's good for you, but I'm going to pull some charms for you. You really do need to start looking after yourself. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Right, got the sun and the moon, light and dark, got the pyramids, 4 sides, multi-dimensional as well. And I'm really picking up that people are scared of what they don't understand. And you don't have to tell people to make them understand. You just have to understand it. I can never work out if that's feminine or masculine. I can never remember. Mask. You had the mask here. Mask. Angel number is 33 as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. Alzheimer's, flower, memory, elephant, blue, communication. You've got tennis racket, you need to go out and do some exercise. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You've got another sun here. And it's almost mechanical as well. There is brightness. Birds, communication, getting out in nature. You know, if you need to talk to the birds, they can carry the communication to somewhere else. A bit kooky, but you know, if that's your thing. Do you know I just picked up transvestite? Transgender. Not feeling like you should in your own skin. A little shoe. And then this one you've got fairy. You can't magic anything away, you've got to deal with this yourself. It's not for other people to understand. I hope this has helped. Just put some positive music on. Make the effort bit by bit. If this relates to you, if it doesn't, if you've got any questions, please just put something in the comments and stay positive. You're unique. You've got something to offer that other people haven't. And you do have a voice. You've got to use it to be heard. Good night, guys. Hi, group 3. Your question. I'm going to just think of a question, either out loud or in your head, that you need a yes or no from. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds roughly just to think of it while I'm shuffling the cards. Okay, the answer is yes to your question. You've got the Treasure Witch here, which is number 7, which is about reflection, assessment and knowledge. You've got the Forest Witch here, grounding, going out in nature, which is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. And then you've got the South Witch. Okay, got the compass on there, and I'm getting you which way to go. Pick the right apple, and that's 24. 2 plus 4 is 6, which is about communication, cooperation and harmony. I hope that helps, and enjoy your evening or day whenever you're getting this message.